bullshit.
Sam?
Yeah.
What brings you down here today?
I have no idea.
Just came to hang out?
Well, yeah, you know, when the guy owns a company, he tells you to come on the show, you go. You know?
You listen, right?
And the walking backwards drives me.
You got to do it, man.
It's unbelievable.
You got to.
All right.
I'm getting good at it, I think.
You won't keep going backwards?
Not.
You'd rather let me go out of focus and run into that wall.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll sacrifice that footage.
How's it going? How's it going? Forget me. How's it going for you?
It's all right. I'm a little tired.
You tired? Now,
Yeah.
where is your career going from here? Where is this going to take you?
I'm moving on up. I'm an associate producer right now.
You see the Academy Awards where a hooker won the screenplay?
Yes, I did, for Juno.
That's where you ought to be. You could be like
stripping or
no, a handheld camera guy. They would say, "What did you used to do?" And you would say, "I worked at Howard Stern, and then I shot a movie." Apparently, it's not difficult to do.
No, I think it's
when strippers are winning Academy Awards. I think
exactly.
It's not. Yeah, it's not hard to do. Otherwise, everything's good. How are you?
Good.
Did we say this already?
Yeah, I think we made this chit chat.
But how have you really been doing? How are your parents?
My parents are good.
They're proud of you?
Yeah, they are. They are.
Did you get a college degree?
I did.
In what?
In broadcasting. Went to a good school, you know.
Yeah, but that's not really a good degree.
Why not?
Well, if you don't make it in broadcasting, then what do? You could be a doctor in Venezuela.
Hey, Jay Thomas is here. He's always on fire. He always has great stories. Jay has his own radio show here on Sirius Satellite Radio. You should check it out. It's a lot of fun. Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6. I always listen to him. I listen to Bubba. There's so much stuff going on. It's from 3 to 6 on Sirius Stars Channel 102. The great Jay Thomas, who really is quite delightful. I like Jay.
Where is he?
He's stalling. He's making an entrance.
Yeah. Making us demand him.
What were you doing out there that you're so busy?
He was telling me a story of coaching his kids in baseball.
Oh.
And I was pretending I cared.
Gary's stories are all beautiful family stories.
First of all, Jay and I both coached in the same league in the same time.
Here we go again. It was boring then, it's boring now, and it's going to continue to be boring.
Okay, Jay, why don't we sit down on a plane and you can tell me how you build houses for 5 fucking hours?
I don't, but you know what? I stopped doing that. I realized it's like
you didn't stop talking about it.
How about people that show you the pictures of their fucking kids?
I didn't do that.
Right?
It's so right. You know, my parents, I used to say to them, why don't you ever carry a picture of me in your wallet or your purse, Mom? And they go, we hate people who show pictures of their children. We have nothing to brag about. And I go, you have nothing to brag about.
What were you, like, all nose when you were a kid? What
I
kind
don't
of...
know what it was, but like I thought, well, maybe they could have a picture so that they could look at me. When I was
think they wanted to check on you every once in a while.
No, they had no concept of that. Jay, I was hearing a story, which is fascinating. By the way, did you watch the Academy Awards?
You know, I did, and
Who's getting lap dances from Diablo Cody? I mean...
I've got to tell you that we struck, you know, I'm in the Writers Guild, all that stuff, that we struck... battling for the writers and all, and then a hooker wins the best screenplay and says, I'm learning a lot from the writers, and it's like, it was such an embarrassment.
Yes.
It was such a slap in the face to writers.
What are you guys holding out for?
Well, in all fairness, she wasn't a hooker. She was a stripper. Let's be honest.
I'm sorry. That's a hooker to me. You can call it, because if there's enough money, do they not screw guys?
Well, not all of them, but let's be honest.
You think she never screwed anybody for money?
I don't know. I don't know the girl.
Then the movie's about a little slut, right?
Yes.
And here's the other thing. They're always having the thing, and I go to these things, and I wear a ribbon for abortion. Always, you know, everybody should have an
woman's
abortion.
right to choose.
Never do they have an abortion in the movies.
No, never.
Nobody ever has an abortion.
That
right?
16-year-old girl in Juno would have had an abortion in 2 seconds. You're absolutely right.
No, I didn't see the movie.
Has an abortion.
They should. We have enough people.
He's so right.
They should have an abortion. I mean,
Well, what about the family that wanted to adopt that baby?
Didn't they break up? I didn't see the movie.
Yes, they do.
And so they give it to a broken family.
More trouble.
So they should have aborted.
It's a great story.
And they give it to a broken family, which is already a mess.
Well, you're from New Orleans, and you even, I thought this was an incredible statement.
So many people should have been aborted in New Orleans, it's not even funny.
I want to see the sequel of Juno in 15 years when that kid's ripping off cars and mugging
But you had said yourself that the
I don't think that Diablo Cody will write another movie that we care about.
You hope not. You got jealous, didn't you? Be honest. I mean,
You know
have
what?
been
I'm
in the
jealous
business.
because they make it out like we are the peons, and then the King of France and the Queen and all are in this thing, and we look at them through the fence, and then they throw us bread they've chewed on for a minute.
Are you saying that the Academy Awards are like high school, where the cool kids all get to congregate
and give each other awards,
and you're on the outside looking in, and no one will let you come to the party?
And if the women are so beautiful, why don't they have anybody?
Right.
Why doesn't Cameron Diaz have a man?
Because she's a fucking pain in the ass.
I don't know. And by the way, when they're taking the pictures, what is with this?
What, turning to the side?
What does that mean? It's a cat's ass. It's a cat's ass.
You know, I saw Miley Cyrus doing that. She's 15 years old.
Well,
look,
yeah, what's with the 15-year-olds acting like 40-year-olds?
Raising kids in Hollywood, were you afraid of that? I mean, the kid turning into a Hollywood kid. Miley, what his name is Miley? I never heard of this. Miley.
Well, she's a little...
We struggled to get the kids into an upscale preschool. I mean, you probably went through this with your kids. This is a long time ago. And we went, and we had to get, and Alex Trebek and his wife were trying to get into school the same time we were.
And there's only so many slots available.
And they had the quintessential black woman headmaster, but everybody else was white and rich in the school. And Jack Nicholson,
a very liberal neighborhood.
Right.
It was in it was on Clinton Street. I'll never forget it. It's still it's the Something Learning Center. And one day we're parking the car, and my wife's, it was Jamie Lee Curtis was helping park the cars. And Bruce Springsteen was in the coffee room. And Jack Nicholson, well, my wife was going, my God.
We got to get in.
Get into school.
Yeah.
So we bring
to go to this school.
bring our little 3-year-old, 4-year-old boy, and he's got some issues. He's not right. He's mentally not right. And
your son is not mentally right?
What about your son?
He's okay now, but he wasn't right.
Not everybody has a perfect kid. At least you admit that.
Thank you for admitting it.
We would go to McDonald's, and you know where they have the balls? You get to play with the balls?
Yeah.
He would get in there, and then he would grab a kid and start strangling him, and pulling him. And some dad would say, hey, who's that? And I would say, that's my son. And he goes, hey, get him out. And now my son wouldn't let go and then would bite the kid. It was really terrible.
Wait, now, does your son still have problems? I mean, honestly.
He builds guns now. He makes a real gun.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, we deal with it all the time.
So he's a real violent kid. I mean,
no, he's not.
Violent.
He's a crack shot and all, but we let him get it
Should
out.
he be around guns?
Will you stop that?
I'm not kidding.
No, he tried to strangle children at a young age,
and now
he's
builds
into guns.
Now,
what school does he go to? Because I want to
he goes to a public school now.
They won't let him in the private school.
No. So we go to the higher learning thing, and we had like this kind of thing with him. And one guy in Burbank says to me, "Who's that kid in there?" And I go, "Oh, that's my son." He goes, "If I didn't recognize you, I'd punch you in the nose." He says, like, because he recognized me, he wasn't gonna. So I'd climb in the thing, and I did this constantly. My wife's crying. We had another kid, and also finally we sent him to this school.
It's a tough kid.
We get there, and Alex Trebek is with this young wife of his, and they're trying to get in.
And they're kissing the black woman's ass, who's the headmistress.
We get the kid in.
Yeah, good.
We get him in.
Good.
He's there, my wife says Jamie Lee Curtis is parking the cars and all. Well, he's not there a minute. He's in the sandbox. He strangles a kid.
Was it someone's famous kid?
Bites the kid, yeah. Like somebody I never heard of, a producer's child. So they call us up and they go, your child needs a shadow teacher.
What's that?
For $400 a week, a woman stays with him all day.
Well, at least they didn't kick him out. They didn't give up on him.
$400 a week, and he's great with the shadow teacher, who's a psychologist or a kid or whatever she is from high school. I said, well, I'd like it too if somebody hung with me all day, right?
Poor you. You have to pay $400
extra a week, and it was $1,000 a month. I am so mad, and so I say to my wife, why don't we send him up the street with the Mexican kids and all, where he would fit in. He would fight. He would be a gang member. He looks like...
He likes guns.
Like he's from a broken home or something.
Right.
Mom, I got my colors today.
Did you ever take him to a psychiatrist at that age and say, what's going on
he's
here?
pre-fucked up. He belongs...
with these kids.
And the kid. And we had a psychiatrist, and they would go to McDonald's with us, two of them.
Right.
This is another $5,000. And we would stay there.
Aren't you glad you had kids?
We'd put him into the thing and see if he strangled someone. We started going to McDonald's in other neighborhoods that they didn't know us.
Right.
We go into West Los Angeles.
Right.
So we're spending tons of money. So now the school says he's become such a problem. We have to have a meeting.
Oh, no.
We have to have a meeting.
Is it hard to love a kid like this?
It is.
It is. Go ahead.
So we got 7 people in the room, and they're telling us these things, psychiatrists
child
and
doesn't
things,
exist.
and the quintessential, 6 foot tall, a black woman headmaster, not another black person on the staff, not a Mexican, nothing.
Nothing.
And I say, we're not all talking about this little 2.5 foot kid, are we? We can't be.
Right.
And I said, this is ridiculous, and we're out of here. We're done. And the woman said, well, okay. And they gave us our money back.
Nice.
And so they, that's a big deal. They gave us our money back. We ended up going to some school run by lesbians, and he was fabulous at the lesbian school.
So do you think there's something to the fact that the she schools are doing something wrong?
Here it is. You don't have to be smart to be an actor.
Right.
Writing is hard. Producing is hard. I guess directing, you have to
I don't
know.
know how writing is hard. A stripper can do it.
That's true. But actors are not bright, and I've said it forever. I get in trouble for saying it, but
I got to ask you a question about that.
They're
'cause
not
I've heard
smart.
Listen, I'm watching this show, In Treatment, Gabriel Byrne.
I love that show.
Okay, me too. They memorize all these
Unbelievable.
lines. There's
What
got
does
to be
memory have to do
well,
with
nothing?
Let me finish my point.
Smart.
There's got to be some
The
intelligence.
Rain Man
there.
can memorize shit.
I can't memorize.
I'm in a Rain Man,
consider
memorize
And you're
everything.
brilliant.
No, I'm not. I don't. I mean, I feel stupid. So when I see these actors, they're able to memorize entire soliloquies, monologues. They're able to do this. They have this ability. You can't see the intelligence in that?
I don't think memorization is intelligence.
What? I'm sorry.
I don't think memorization is intelligence. The average person says what you say. You did a movie. I didn't see you stumble or you talk.
No, I struggled to remember the lines, and there were my
They do
lines.
too.
That much.
They do, but they do too.
Well, I'll tell you something. This is a fascinating story. And, even more fascinating is your take on the whole... Jay is from New Orleans.
Right.
And the guys told me this. This was something they put in the notes. That you recently in New Orleans rented out your house to Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
To their architects.
Okay. Oh, to their architects.
They Brad Pitt, who is a wonderful guy and is helping New Orleans.
Is he smart?
I don't think so. I think he's naive. I think he's really rich.
He wants to bring all the poor people back to New Orleans and build up their neighborhoods, right?
Yeah, and we'd like him to stop that. The hurricane, of course, did us a tremendous favor and blew tons of killers out of town and people living on the dole and everything else. And so now they're all trying to come back.
But there's still a high...
Terrible.
A murder rate there.
A friend of mine just got shot in the ass. He was being robbed. They shot him and the bullet went through a cheek. A transvestite robbed him.
geez.
So you're serious when you say that the hurricane was a good thing?
Yes.
It was God's way of cleaning up New Orleans.
So now when you
I
see...
didn't even believe in God till the hurricane.
So when you see Brad Pitt...
Did you see the people in the Super Bowl? Did you see them?
Yes.
Would you like to live anywhere near any of those people?
I don't know.
Where's our food, motherfucker? Where's our food? It was horrible. It was horrible.
So you were pleased when New Orleans changed after the hurricane, and now when people like Brad Pitt, who doesn't really live in New Orleans...
He should be rebuilding houses in my neighborhood.
Okay.
Right.
I went to the airport, and all these church groups are coming to help rebuild places that no one gives a shit about.
Right.
I couldn't find anybody to work. I went to the airport to, Southwestern Baptist Church from Mississippi or wherever the hell, Texas. I said, look, I'll give you $20 an hour apiece. Work in my neighborhood, rebuild our houses. Don't go in that neighborhood. And they laughed at me.
Right.
And they went and did Jesus' work and all that. Brad Pitt gave $5 million. He's going to build 150 houses. He brings in architects from all over the world. And they're very nice people, but they're naive. These architects stay in my house and destroy it.
What do you mean?
They left underwear and pot and beer and shit. They went nuts. They just spent his money and went completely nuts.
So they wrecked...
So it was like a frat party.
Yes.
So they wrecked your house.
Yes.
Did you have to get some additional funds from them in order to fix up the house?
We thought about doing it, but I was, I didn't give them a break because they were helping. That's another thing.
Right.
If you're coming to New Orleans to help, I don't give you a break when you rent my house.
Right. So
Right.
Did Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie ever show up at your house?
They never came to my home, but what they did was they threw a party. And they threw it in the area where they're building the houses. And there was a big trailer there, and they put fences up and all. And so a guy I know says, look, they're throwing this party. Maybe I can get you in. And I said, sure. So we go to the thing. Not only could I get in, they let everyone in. It was like Andrew Jackson's inauguration. He let everybody in the White House, and it was a terrible idea.
Right.
It's the last time they let human beings in the White House. So regular humans. So I walk through the gate, and there are people all over the place. And I talked to a cop, and he says, you know, this is crazy. These 4 guys over here, we had a gunfight with last week.
Oh, my God.
Brad's walking around. She's got the little baby. They have security. A woman comes in with the scissors and tries to cut a piece of his hair off so she can clone another Brad Pitt.
Oh,
Wow.
stop.
They grab her, pull her down.
Right.
Then a guy with a microphone goes
This
up.
is who they're trying to save.
Very nice people. Very nice people.
But they're naive because they're saving these people who are not
Yes.
worthy. in
And
other
a man came up to Angelina Jolie, started a tape recorder. She's holding a baby. And he said, I thought it was somebody from your show. He says, I understand you're fucking your bodyguard. Like that. And they grabbed him. And I'm in the thing thinking, I thought it was somebody. I thought it was, Stuttering John had come back or
Somebody
something.
write down that question. We need to use it.
So I'm looking around going, get out of this neighborhood, fill this place in, knock all these fucking houses down,
Right.
And let the tourists come in, and that's the end of that. I don't know, and I said this to Larry King, and oh Jay, how can you say it? I think, well, Larry, why don't you go fucking live there?
Right.
They'll fucking shoot you in about 2 seconds.
But
Right.
that's what all the liberals will say. What's wrong with you, Jay?
Yeah,
While
right.
they live in Malibu.
I don't want to be bothered when I live someplace. I don't want to have to worry about people shooting people.
Right.
And then the mayor of New Orleans has had some sort of nervous breakdown or something. He doesn't even talk to anybody.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
He's in hiding.
So you're
Yeah.
on top of this because you love New Orleans. And
Yeah.
You
this
live
is
there.
and he has a home
Yes,
there. And
I
this
do.
is all of
That's
that.
it.
So how's the radio show going?
It's going very well,
Yeah.
and thank you very much. And I signed a new 2-year contract. And they were very nice.
You're going to
and
be
all
at
sorts of-
Sirius for another 2
Another
years.
2 years.
Everyone likes that.
Yes,
I love
it's all
listening to the
good.
show. I think it's
Thank
great.
you.
I
Thank
still
you.
don't understand the logistics. Where are you when you do this show?
I do it from California, and then I have a studio outside of New Orleans, and then I come here to New York, and I just kind of do this kind of bouncing around thing.
I find it hard to not be in the studio with everyone, but you have no problem doing
None
it.
whatsoever.
You're that talented that you can do the show from anywhere.
You could do it too. You could do it from your house. Why you come in is ridiculous.
I'm not sure. Denny, you're on
What
the
do you
air.
mean, not
Wouldn't it be
sure?
weird if you were here and I was somewhere else and we
No.
couldn't look at each other?
So
Like,
what?
how would you be a guest when
Are you
have
really
a
getting
guest?
anything from looking at me? What
I'm
are you
connected.
getting?
I don't know. I'm getting a vibe.
When you have a guest,
I
where
can't-
are they, Jay?
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck they are. They're someplace else.
But you all pretend you're in the same room.
I don't pretend. I say I'm someplace, and they're not. Look, it doesn't make any difference. When you talk on the phone, do you need to see the person on the phone?
No, but that's different. Well, I don't know. I think
I
it's
can't
different
see
tonight.
Artie right now.
That's true. Denny, you're
Say
on.
something, Artie.
I'm eating.
Hey, now,
Don't bother Artie.
I'm with Jay. We should do it.
I mean,
from home.
hold, Artie, you see that? He said something.
If Artie did the show from home, we'd never hear from him.
That's right. We never get him.
Denny, go ahead. You're on the air.
Watch this. Denny's on the phone. We don't need to see Denny. If we saw Denny, we would be disgusted by what we're seeing.
Denny, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No problem, man.
Have you ever seen Denny live? Has anybody seen Denny?
No, I've never seen Denny.
Denny, what do you weigh? How much do you weigh? Denny, how much do you weigh?
Well, let Denny make his point.
All
please.
right, go
Okay.
ahead,
Denny,
Denny.
go ahead.
I'm from New Orleans, Jay, and I cannot believe you're just taking advantage of your celebrity to get attention when this town needs people like you who know about the city to speak positively about it, and you're sitting here using it to get yourself attention instead of getting the city attention. Like,
Hold on a minute. I love you. You sound like you have a job. Have you shot anybody lately? Do you sell drugs or anything?
no, sir.
Okay. I'm there all the time. I have a home there. You and I are the same person. Do you not want all the scumbags to leave?
Listen, the city is the city, and with the scumbags, without them, it's New Orleans. It's not Colorado.
Well,
all right?
Jay is saying that he wants
Yeah.
certain people there, and so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I guess-
this man is saying he liked the color of the city.
No, but you know,
before it
Denny
was-
and I are the same guy.
Whitewashed.
No, not whitewashed. No, absolutely not. There is a huge middle class of black, Hispanic, everything else. But there are some scumbags there. Denny, you got relatives like I have relatives. Our relatives are scumbags, too. I'm glad some of my relatives are gone.
Let's go to Kyra.
I mean, they're all... Denny, how many relatives do you have that collect welfare and all that shit
He's
and live
gone
for
already.
free?
Kyra in Tampa,
What a nice
Florida.
guy, though.
Yes.
He didn't curse or anything.
No, nothing. Kyra, go ahead. You're on the
Stay
air.
in New Orleans, Denny. You're my kind of person.
Hey, Jay. I'm a native of Baton Rouge, and I am so glad to hear a celebrity
That's right.
come on the air and tell.
It's like Howard. No, that's right.
and tell the feelings that you have about the city, because you're there, you see what's going on. And
she likes what you have to say, I believe.
I mean, do you really resent
I sleep
Brad
with a
Pitt?
shotgun in my house.
Really?
You do?
That my son built.
Right. I got to meet that son of yours.
Really?
Let's go to John. John,
Someone
you're
breaks
on.
in, he'll choke.
Hey,
him.
this has gotten serious all of
Yeah,
a sudden.
Beechwood, New Jersey. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, hey, Howard, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey, Jay, I think you're phony. You talk about being a writer and all this. You went on Tonight Show during the writer's strike. What's that all about?
I didn't go on a Tonight Show. I turned Jay Leno down. I went on Jimmy Kimmel's show.
But he had
Well, what's
writers
the
that were
difference,
striking too.
Well,
I was going to ask you about that, Jay.
yeah.
You see, I saw
Leno
that.
asked everybody on who he hadn't talked to, and Leno hadn't had me on in 10 years.
Right.
Probably because I do Letterman and stuff.
Right.
He calls up, and they want me to come on, and we turned it down. But some people were saying, "Well, okay, I'll come on if you'll have me on after the writer's strike," and he wouldn't say that.
Right.
So, but I like Jimmy Kimmel. I think he's a good guy.
Yeah, I do too.
And I went on the Jimmy Kimmel show, and that didn't. I don't think me going on a Jimmy Kimmel show.
But isn't that sort of hypocritical? You're a writer.
Yes.
You're on strike.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. And Jimmy.
Totally hypocritical.
No, I mean, did you
Whatever you just said.
Did you put your career ahead of?
I had
the
nothing to
writer?
promote. My career hasn't been ahead in a long time.
But seriously,
I'm wondering if he put down his little sign to go into the show. Did
Well,
you
no,
walk
they
off
stuck me in the back, so I didn't have to go past the picketers. By the way, why weren't the signs more inventive? The signs weren't even in, if they're such great writers.
It's true. But seriously, did you have qualms about going on Jimmy's show?
No.
You really didn't?
None.
Oh,
the
stop
Jay
it.
Leno show I turned down. Isn't that enough?
Well, but wait a
I
second.
probably could have used an appearance on the Jay Leno show. I probably could have used it.
Right, sure. Might have led to something better.
Whatever. I
Who knows?
turned it down. That's right.
Okay. All right. So, in other words, you will sell yourself out to a certain degree.
Well, here's what's sad. Leno's numbers were bigger without writers and
Yes.
continued to be David Letterman
Yeah.
with all the writers, which, of course, made him more of a nut. Letterman's now more of a nut.
Do you think that Jay Leno is lying when he said he didn't have any help writing his
Of course he
monologues?
is.
He is lying.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Watch this. There's a strike. Nobody's here. Don't you and Artie talk on the telephone?
Sure.
And by accident, Artie says a few funny things that you by accident write down
Right.
that you later on by accident remember and say on the radio?
And then I accidentally pay him?
Exactly.
Right.
You don't pay him. You give to some charity that he's a big member of.
Right.
You know, I don't know.
So in other
How
words-
about clean syringes or something? You do something for him. Whatever that group is. How about that group, clean syringes? Jesus
Would
Christ.
it be
How about
impossible?
shoot them with something and they never wake up? How about that one?
I can see where your son got his violent tendencies.
You know what? I mean this. When I see the scumbags in the street, why don't we have a truck that goes around, picks them up, gives them a little thing, and it's over. We don't see them
Wait
again.
a minute, Jay. Why do you get to say what is a decent human being?
How do you know I'm not the son of God? How does anybody know that?
Jay, which pleased you more? I never asked you this. The
What?
Which pleased you more?
Yeah.
The hurricane in New Orleans or the tsunami? Which did you,
You know
like
what was
better?
funny about the tsunami? Watch
What?
this.
There was something funny?
I'm vacationing. Let's say I'm vacationing, and I look out the window. My wife says, honey, all of the animals are running uphill, every one of them. And we're having our breakfast. Remember the videos of the people having breakfast?
Yeah.
Sure.
And the ocean went out a mile.
Right.
And all the fish are exposed, and the fish are trying to go uphill. And now every dog, every cat, every fucking goat, every idiot animal runs uphill.
Right.
I'm one of these. Get the towels. Get the suntan lotion. Let's go uphill. Right?
Right.
When my cat is nervous in my house, I turn to my wife and go, earthquake, earthquake. And we get ready. We stock shit. The cats are like nervous. Earthquake. And I'm kidding.
The animals know
Of
instinctively.
course they do. He's right.
There
about
wasn't
that.
a dog killed in the tsunami. That's true.
Because
Not
they
a-
knew to run uphill.
Not a fucking goat died
Right.
in the tsunami. My family and I would have gone uphill.
Right, because you see the signs
Even
in
the
nature.
son who chokes people would have been able to figure this out.
He would have
What
stepped on
about the
Jay's head to
model?
get uphill.
What about the model?
Petra Nemkova.
and she loses her fucking boyfriend and shit, right?
Right.
She's hanging on a tree.
Now she's with Sean Penn at the Oscars.
I know.
When the ocean goes out a mile, something bad is going to happen. They went surfing. Those idiots went out in the surf.
They walked a mile to get to the
They
surf.
went out. Oh look! Now we can go into shallow water. Right?
So you see this kind of behavior, and it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Here's what's sad. There's so many stupid people running loose. And a lot of them are in, they're actors and everything else. And maybe we're not the brightest either. But we've made a big deal out of the really stupid. And we have events for them. And the Academy Awards is one of those events. You've been to a award show?
Sure.
It's very boring.
Yeah, it's the dull. People say, "Oh, I want to go to an award show." I go, "You couldn't even sit through it."
Why does Jack Nicholson go every year? What does he find so interesting there? What is it?
I don't know. I asked
Well,
him. They said
his ass.
he went because he was a presenter this year. I said, I think
He's always presenting, though.
Yeah,
They
but-
invite him every year, and he says yes.
he likes the attention.
And if they're such great actors, why can't they read the cards or be natural? Even the
You're
guys
right.
from Knocked Up were terrible.
You're right.
They were no good. They
What is
weren't
it?
funny.
Is it the writing or is it the?
It's that guy with the curly hair who's a fucking hack. The gay writer guy. What's his name?
I don't know.
Every year they...
Bruce Valanche?
That asshole.
Is he ruining the
He
award?
couldn't... I want to tell you something. If he rewrote the fucking Bible that had no members of the goddamn Christianity, it'd be over. He is the worst writer in America.
Bruce Valanche?
Of course he is.
I don't know the guy.
Did you laugh
know
at
him.
anything anybody said?
No.
How about when Steve Carell came out and thought, what's the pretending? By the way, when you tell a joke,
Yeah.
when you say something funny,
Right.
you're saying it and you're hoping for a reaction.
Absolutely.
Jon Stewart acts like we've already laughed before he's spoken. It's like, you're already laughing no matter what the fuck I say is hysterical.
Well, he's used to getting his ass kissed. I mean, he gets a lot of
I'm sure he's a
accolades.
nice guy and all. And I'm watching it going, John, could you give me a fucking second so I can see if it's funny or not without you going, what I'm going to say is so fucking funny. I mean, Lewis Black tells a fucking joke and then you laugh.
Right.
Right. So I'm watching the whole thing, and then he pretends he's playing tennis with some little girl.
Jon Stewart.
Right.
Right.
And we come back from commercial, and he goes, "Oh, you caught us."
Yeah.
Thinking that's like in the high school you do that shit.
In other words, Steve Carell did the same sort of thing. He starts to read
my
the thing, and
God.
then he goes, "Oh, I'm reading the wrong thing."
Oh my God! What a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's hacky. It's
the
hacky.
average American thinks it's stupid.
Well, the
And
ratings are down. They're lower than ever.
Yeah.
You know
look,
this.
I'm not helping myself either. I mean, this is probably why but nobody gives a shit either. But
What do you hate about Spielberg?
Oh, please. How about the gay guy that wanted to fuck you? Remember that guy? Once he'd have seen that hairy ass, he wouldn't have run for 100 miles. Must have hair everywhere.
You're very angry, but I think rightly so.
Why shouldn't I be angry? You've seen me in a movie
been
lately?
Did you notice that?
By Hollywood,
did you?
yes.
I know I haven't seen you in a movie, and you're quite good at it.
Yes.
Now, this Marion, what's her name? Cotillard.
Oh, my God.
What?
Edith Piaf. Except for the rice, what did she do for us?
What is
What
this
is the name
movie?
of the rice?
She won Best
Pilaf?
Actress.
La Vie en Rose.
What did she do? You tell me right now. Hold it. I'm going to ask anybody. Who is Edith Piaf? Why do we
I
give
don't know.
a shit?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Why? In other
Well,
words,
it wasn't an American movie. It was a French movie.
But who- no,
They
but-
supposedly loved her.
They have been writing books about her. They have been talking about her for years. She was married to a boxer who died in a plane crash.
Yeah.
She once peed on stage.
Yeah.
she peed on stage.
Peed on stage.
Why?
I have
She
no
was a
idea.
real mess.
I don't
She was
know.
a
She
mess.
was incontinent. I don't know what her problem was.
The original Jackass.
So this woman wins about no one will ever see that movie. It's a foreign movie.
Right.
She shouldn't even be in the Academy Awards. I don't get it.
It was rather depressing to me that not one American.
What is wrong
one-
with the American actors?
Are
I mean,
American actors worse?
Why don't we start the immigration thing by throwing them out? I don't want a Canadian taking my job. I don't
Right.
want a Mexican actor taking my job. I don't want a French actor taking my job. I'll vote for whoever says throw those assholes out first.
When is the last time you were in a movie? I mean,
I know I have a movie, this Pool Boy movie coming out
Pool
with,
Boy.
Pool
with
Boy.
Warren Zide. Yeah, the guy that did American Pie. I made fun of it last time. He got all upset.
Yeah.
But I think my son's going to do the music, and I'm going to be in it and everything else. It was fun. We did it in New Orleans.
Pool Boy.
Okay.
Pool Boy, it's called.
All American cast? No.
No. Miss Playmate of the Year from Germany is in it.
All right, but that's
when you
understandable.
bring breasts from overseas, that's okay with
Nobody
me.
cares about that. Now, you got to check out about Jay's radio show. Believe it or not, Jay has a radio show here.
And he apparently has
By the
a lot
way,
to
I have
say.
nothing to talk about now. This is my whole show.
Yeah, this was the show for the day. He's on weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 on Sirius Stars. That's channel 102.
Right.
The Jay Thomas Show, and it's quite good. Yes, Ralph, go ahead. You're on the air with Jay Thomas. Oh, let's see. Ralph,
Now, you know
are
what?
there?
I try and wonder, do I talk like this because I'm really angry, or am I really just observing what I've seen over 30 years as an actor and in Hollywood? And I mean it. I've sat on so many sets, and I've done tons of I've done like 300 TV shows.
You have.
You'll be sitting there, and you'll be talking to someone, and you're about to do a scene with them, and they are so uninteresting that you can't believe that you're in the room with them, and they are telling you that they don't know whether they're going to go to their therapist or they're afraid to miss their macrame lesson or whatever the fuck they do, and they chant and they do all this shit. And I don't want to be there with them. They're unfucking interesting.
You know
You're
what?
saying that most actors that you worked with,
uninteresting
people. That in other words,
Well,
they're
he's
empty.
right.
They're empty vessels.
And they're fucked up.
My kids are both right now tonight. Both my boys could act tonight. My youngest one could be in a sitcom now.
Right.
I know it. It's not hard to act. It's hard to get the friggin' job.
Right.
So I tell them both, be anything else, a doctor, an architect, or whatever, then go act.
Right.
But by the way,
I want you to name one. I want you to
tell
name...
me what Queen Latifah could do if she wasn't an actress.
Right.
What the fuck could she do? What could...
Rap.
No, but if she didn't do that, if they didn't have show business, what could... At least I could sell real estate or teach a fucking class.
You are a multifaceted guy. There's no question about it.
I mean, it
you know
drives
what?
me nuts.
You're not the typical actor. You're
Jay
brave.
makes a good point because I started to root for the music this time around. You know, I used to be against the music when they'd be up there
Right.
giving their speeches, but there was a woman, she was winding up to be the most boring human being on earth, and they started playing that music.
Poor
I
darling.
said, thank God.
Right.
You're
you
a
mean-
brave guy.
Oh,
Name-
you mean get rid of them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's...
Jay, you're a brave guy. Name the most boring actor you ever worked with. The guy who you said, my God, this guy is
He's
an empty...
like wallpaper drawing.
He's an empty slate.
Ted Danson.
No. I made a
Murphy
mistake.
Brown.
And when I thought it, I made a mistake. Greg Kinnear.
Greg Kinnear.
He's the dumbest.
Not dumb. I
Boring.
worked with him in a movie called A Smile Like Yours.
Right.
I was positive I was going to be the next big star in Hollywood.
Right.
Once again.
I looked at him
You're
and I
not
thought...
that bright either.
He was exactly right. He was on Talk Soup, and
Right.
he had done the movie. And the second movie he did, I was in. I played his best friend.
Right.
I sat across from him doing these scenes, going, What is this?
Right.
We'll never see this guy again. So I was totally incorrect.
Right.
He's a very nice man.
Right.
But as I sat there, I would call my friends and go, man, oh man, I hope this guy doesn't get in my way. You know?
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't hurt
Is he
me.
one of
Don't
these
slow
guys?
me down.
Is he one
Very
of
nice.
these guys you describe as like you're in a conversation and it's just dull? I mean, there's just nothing happening.
I never met Brad Pitt, but I imagine that would be the description also. Because writers, and by the way, I think Greg Kinnear's career turned out great.
Greg Career.
And it's
He's
unbelievable.
done very well. He
And
played
he could
Bob
act his
Crane.
ass off.
Right.
I made a huge mistake. But, you know.
Who is the most arrogant? The arrogance.
The guy on Special Victims Unit.
Belzer?
No, the guy that was on Oz.
Maloney?
Chris Maloney.
He's
Yeah,
what?
arrogant, huh?
I'm in the makeup chair, and I don't think the shows are any good. I think CSI sucks. I think they're all terrible.
Right.
So I'm in the makeup chair, and it's kind of new. The show's kind of new. It's on a year or two, and Maritza Hargitay or some
That's
shit.
Law and Order.
You know,
Okay.
the people that really act in those shows are the character actors who make $150 a day. Right.
Right.
And the rest of them go, well, did you do it? Did you do it? Did you not do it? There's an eyeball on the street, whatever the deal is.
Right.
So I say, Jesus Christ, the guy that was on Oz that broke people's necks when they were going down on. Remember those
Right,
scenes?
yeah, he
They'd
was
suck
an
his
angry-
dick, and then I said, my God, he was on that show, and now he's on this. And she goes, what are you talking about? I said, how embarrassing. She was embarrassing. That's a huge deal that he was naked on TV and fucking people up the ass in a prison. And I'm going, what? He's a huge fucking star. So I go in there. I work my ass off. I cry. I'm burning my mother with cigarettes, whatever the fucking thing was they had me do. I turned it down twice because they wanted me to be a pedophile. And I said, I don't want to fuck a kid up the ass on national television just yet. So
Just yet.
I do the scene, and I bum. All right, cut. And I think, you usually go over and go, wow, as the star of the show.
Right.
Wow, that was terrific. He left the room. See you later.
Wow.
And I said, gee, what's that all about? And I said, I guess he did that to... And then who's the other guy?
Maybe you didn't do that well.
Yes, I did, you prick. And who's the other guy? Ice Cube? Who's on the other?
Yeah,
Ice-T.
Ice-T. He's another one. What is he, a fucking movie star, Ice-T? He doesn't say anything to anybody.
In other words, when you're there and you're visiting a set,
they should kiss the character actor's ass. They're making no money. They're crying. I'm a man of the people.
Right. No, but you're making a good point. In other words, a star shouldn't be so carried away.
A man of the people.
Yeah. A guy shouldn't
By the
be
way, when they gave the sound mixing Academy Award, Fred should... It's putting sound effects in a movie. They gave him an Academy Award. I almost vomited.
I'm glad somebody said that.
Projectile vomiting I almost had.
I mean, not that what I do is all that great, but I'm looking at now what they do with motion pictures. There's computers. There's this. They've got 4 guys all working faders.
I'll never work again after this appearance.
Everybody's very
angry
yes,
and everybody's
Gary.
overlooked.
The guys out there tell me that Jay's got a pretty good story about going on an audition and thinking he was going for another genre. He went to go do a drama, but he thought it was a comedy.
No, in front of Ivan Reitman.
What happened? Ivan produced my movie.
I know he did.
He's a great guy.
Happened?
I went up for a movie, maybe it was Legal Eagles or something years ago.
With Deborah Winger.
Oh, you're
Deborah
lucky you
Winger.
didn't get it.
This is a long time ago.
That's right.
I was in the movie.
Ooh.
Oh, no, I got a part. So I go in, and it's a guy who's in a courtroom, and he'd stolen televisions and stuff, and so they're grilling him, and all of a sudden he breaks down or whatever, and he confesses. And it was part of the thing where the lawyers weren't that good, and then some big thing happened, and they had to really be good. So it's Ivan Reitman, Ghostbusters and some shit.
Ivan's the biggest.
So I go in there, and I do this wild fucking audition, and I'm being funny. And Ivan stops and says, this is a drama. I read the whole fucking script and thought it was a hysterical comedy. Right?
you didn't read it the right way.
Apparently not. So they said, would you like to go outside and think about it and come back
Settle down.
So I go outside, and I hear guys in guns fucking crying and shit. So I pull the fucking hairs out of my nose to get tears in my eyes or whatever you have to do. I don't know how actors do it. They pull hairs and they do things. I'm poking myself, throwing salt in my eyes. I go back, and I stole the fucking TVs, and I cried. So then they call back and they go, they hired you, they gave you a part. I said, wow. They said, well, you're not going to get that part, but you're going to play a smart ass waiter at a restaurant when Paul Newman comes in to have this meeting with this guy, and they give me all these lines, and they said, look, I said, I don't want to play a fucking waiter. No, you're going to be kind of smart ass. It'll be great for your tape, and you and Paul Newman. When I get there, of course, whatever I was supposed to say was completely cut. And I ended up delivering coffee, and extras were asking me for water and shit. Oh, yeah.
Poor you. You don't get any respect.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what I did to Ivan Reitman.
What'd you do?
Did you get a scene with
I'm
Paul
with
Newman?
my kooky kid who's like at the time 6 years old, and we had just come back from a therapy session, and we're out in front of a mall. I'd taken him to something, and I have this. I don't buy great cars, so I have an old Toyota hatchback,
Right.
and I had a switch in it so you couldn't steal it, and I could flip the switch, you couldn't start it.
Right.
So my son and I are waiting for our car, and here comes Ivan Reitman and his wife in matching brand new $150,000 Mercedes. His little girl sits next to my son.
Right.
My son looks at what she's bought or something. She pulls her bag back, and she's like rude to him, right? Mm-hmm. I hear Reitman and his wife say, we're in a big hurry, we're in a big fucking hurry, this and that and the other. Here comes my car.
Oh, boy.
I get in the car, and I flip that little switch, and I go, and my car suddenly wouldn't start for like 20 minutes.
So you made them late.
Of course I did.
You didn't have your kid choke Ivan's kid, though, right?
Now, by the way, Ivan Reitman, I could have been a pile of dog shit in the middle of Sunset Boulevard. He had no idea who I was.
Right. Well,
and my little boy
star.
kept saying, Daddy, I think you hit that button under the dashboard. I said, shut up. Shut up. Hey, I tell you what, here's $5. Go strangle somebody at the sandbox.
If you could have your son strangle any celebrity celebrity? I mean, kill them.
No.
Would you?
No.
Who would it be?
There's no celebrity I want my son to kill. By the way, he's
if you could kill any celebrity, who would you want? Who
There's
would
no
you want
celebrity
off the planet?
No, I'm not kidding you. There's no celebrity. I think if Johnny Knoxville had really gotten an acting career, I think he'd have been right up there.
He would have been really mad.
Did anybody see the great Louisiana movie, All the King's Men?
I missed that one.
Oh, Johnny Knoxville had a dramatic part in it. Okay.
How'd he do?
Terrible. He was the worst. Thank God.
Do you like at least when he does those stunts?
I like when he gets kicked by a mule and shit.
You
Yeah.
don't like that. All right.
You know what? Why don't they die, those people?
I don't know.
They don't
They're
ever
amazing.
die. Yeah.
It's amazing. I just saw a tape of Johnny jumping something.
Who's on the phone, by the way?
That's Ralph. Ralph had a question. Go ahead, Ralph.
Hey, a couple things. First of all, you're wrong about Jon Stewart. He was really good on that on the Academy Awards. But it's great to
Wait
hear
a second. I had an opinion, and then you call me and tell me that I'm wrong about my own opinion?
Yeah, you are.
You might have thought he was great. I think that he thinks he's so hysterical that you're laughing prior to him speaking, and I just said, just say the joke, and we'll decide whether it's funny or not.
I got to tell you, Jay, I've seen you work a crowd live to do a stand-up kind of situation. I think you'd be a terrific host for the Academy Awards. I think you could handle it.
Wait, who the fuck is Ralph? Oh, in the background. Who is Ralph?
No, I'm going, because you want to know something? Jay would be funny, but they couldn't handle it. Hollywood couldn't handle it.
I saw Jay at Don Buchwald's birthday party. He killed.
Think about that.
He would be
hey,
the
Jay,
funniest.
Jay, we'd love you to do the Academy Awards. What have you done like it? Don Buchwald's birthday party?
Well, if you could work that, if you could make that funny, you could do anything.
I do play big rooms and stuff. I'm always positive. I'm not going to be funny, and I do what I'm going to do, but I don't think it's going to be. That's what I'm saying. You're supposed to do it and let people decide.
But if your premise is that anyone in the world could be an actor, why are you upset when Johnny Knoxville becomes an actor?
Good point.
Because it's not. Shut the fuck up, Ralph.
All right, Ralph. Goodbye.
Good point.
All right, I'm done with him. Yeah.
Because in one way,
annoys everyone.
Oh, it's so hysterical.
You know what? I'll tell you something, and I know, and I'm sure all actors are like this. And I have a lot of friends that aren't working.
Go ahead.
You can't watch something and watch somebody do it, and you really want to be there. It's impossible.
Right.
And so when it happens, and they haven't gone through like the little. Like,
the trials and tribulations.
The dues,
right, and I mean this
dues.
about Greg Kinnear. I was absolutely wrong about the guy, right?
Right. But you were upset. He was the host of Talk Soup, and all of a sudden now he's a big deal.
Exactly.
You had paid your dues. You had done radio. You had taken acting classes.
Even now, it's like you really wonder, but there is no reason for it. People say to me on the street...
Were you upset with Heath Ledger when he died? Because
I could give three shits. Oh, poor Heath Ledger. 28, had everything in the world, and took too many pills and died. Fuck that guy.
By the way, they missed
Fuck
Brad
that guy.
Renfro in the whole rundown of who
He was a
died
nobody. It'd be
this
like if
year.
I died. Nobody gives a shit.
But, I mean, that's how they are out there. Heath Ledger, if he hadn't just done, hadn't had an Academy Award nomination, he wouldn't have been there.
So, Jay, what you're saying is a guy like that's lucky. In other words, you've been waiting for the big break your whole life.
No,
You
but
wanted
I've
the
had a
movie
ton of
break.
breaks.
Yeah, but
I've had every chance you can have.
Yeah.
And no one can say that I didn't get to every spot you can get to. There is no reason why people make it and no reason why people don't.
Right.
If you do stupid stuff and get caught drunk driving and all that, and you don't, okay, that's understandable. Except now, like Amy Winehouse, when they were giving her the Grammys, I said, this will cause, what this says to her is, you're a heroin addict or wherever she is. Mm-hmm. It's okay. And we're going to give you awards. You saw what she did the other day? Tore the hotel room up and all.
She went berserk again.
Absolutely. I think that when you work with people and they just came off the drunk tank and shit, and you go, wait a minute, don't pay them full fucking fare and don't give them fucking awards and shit.
It encourages bad behavior.
Absolutely.
Josh, go ahead. You're on the air with Jay Thomas.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Jay is the biggest fucking asshole you've ever had on your entire show.
How can you say that?
That doesn't bother me because it's your opinions.
He's doing so great here. He's imparting a lot of wisdom.
He's making some sense.
He's making some sense here today.
I've hurt myself career-wise, but, I mean, how long do I have to wait for this thing to really take off anyway?
How old are you now?
I'm getting old.
Are you? Do you ever give your age, or you keep
No,
that for-
never.
Never.
Because you still want those
Leading man roles?
No. There's always there's always that hope they'll let me play 50 again.
Right. Any chance of that happening, please give a call. Yes, Josh, what's your point?
Yeah, I think Jay is still bitter about getting kicked off Cheers, and that's why he changed his whole act to be a bad Kathy Griffith act.
Yes, I agree with that.
You're so out of line with that comment.
That doesn't bother me.
It bothers me. I don't like it at all.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't mind other people's true opinion. It doesn't bother me.
You are one of the few guests that refreshingly has answers for every question I give them, and you talk about your life and you talk about what goes on in Hollywood. It's very refreshing. Ian, you're on in Albany.
Hey now, Howard, how you doing?
Hey now.
I got two things. One.
Now, hey now, is that a big saying here?
Hey now, we love Larry Sanders.
Yes.
We love the Hank character.
Yes.
He always says hey now, and we love hey now.
And you say hey now.
I say it in my personal life.
I see.
Hey now. I go hey now.
It's almost like the chant, Namneo Rangier.
What's funny about it is someone called me about a year ago and said, do you know that fucking Larry Sanders show rips off your hey now? And I said, no. You have it all backwards. It's a tribute.
Ralph says it more than you.
Ralph says hey now.
Every 2 seconds.
Hey now.
Totally identified.
Now, who is this? Ian from?
This is Ian from Albany. Go ahead.
Hell yes, Ian from Albany.
One, I just want to thank Artie for helping to save my life. I had a bad opiate addiction, and him bringing up Subutex, I looked it up on the internet and went to my doctor and got Suboxone. I've been clean now for a while. So
you took something that makes you stoned, but it's not an opiate.
Right.
It blocks the high. It doesn't get you stoned.
Why would you want to block a high?
Well, because you get high too much.
Really?
Yeah. When you're getting high on heroin, you need something to...
Really, to block it? I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad.
God, are you on heroin, really?
I was.
Jesus, that's wild.
Want to get out of the room now?
No, that's crazy.
All right. Ian,
heroin
what
and
is your
shit. I
point?
love all that.
Have you ever done heroin?
Did brown?
Well,
you know what brown is?
What is that?
You mix it with gunpowder. You mix either heroin or coke with gunpowder and you snort it.
God, I've never.
Why would you do that?
They do it to the kids in Africa before they send them out to, kill people.
What does the gunpowder do?
It makes them want to shoot, I guess. I don't know.
Seriously, you ever heard of mixing heroin?
I know. I never.
Brown.
Sounds like something like Skinner would do on the road.
I had one of those. I had a kid on. He's like famous now, who was one of these little murderous children, one of these murderous African kids, and a woman in Ohio adopted him. He's like a college student now, and they're saying the book may not be true, but we had him on, and he talked about they would load him up with brown, which was cocaine or heroin or something, and gunpowder, and then indoctrinate him, and it's like blood diamond.
Wow.
Yeah, brown.
All right,
wow.
Ian.
Ian, don't try that, okay?
Ian, if you had a point, what is your point?
I just wanted to also say how refreshing it is to hear Jay come on the air and truly speak his mind instead of this canned bullshit that celebrities usually say.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's not helping me. And Don probably doesn't like my wife.
Keeping your mouth shut hasn't helped.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, so maybe go this route. That's it.
Try this for a while.
All right, let's
I used to make fun of Robin Williams, and then I heard they were redoing the Mork and Mindy movie, and I've said he's the greatest guy in the world. I'd give anything to be Remo Da Vinci one more time.
That Remo Da Vinci character. Do you know that's my code name when I stay in a hotel, Remo Da Vinci?
It's the greatest name in the world.
Absolutely. Don't use that name, Robin.
All right, I can't use
All right,
that.
Listen, Jay Thomas, you are a fresh breath
It's always
of air.
fun to be here.
Air what?
Thank you.
You're a breath of fresh air.
I am not joking, though, about thinking of Fred the other night when they were doing the sound effects.
Yes.
I thought, well, this is like Fred winning it, which Fred would deserve an award because of the longevity he's had.
I thought Fred blew it yesterday when I asked him to do the impression sound effects.
We put the spotlight on him.
Of me masturbating quickly. He choked a little bit.
There's no sound effect of that?
Well, he...
Can you do it today, Fred?
Yes.
Fred, I'm going to slam...
What is it?
It was... No, not that.
What is that?
I said, Fred, I slammed the door. I began to jerk off, and I came in 3 seconds. And he was a little slow on it. So, Fred, redeem yourself now. Go ahead, if you would. There you go. All right, that's it.
Academy Award nomination.
So, Jay, how'd it go in there?
It was like talking to a friend on the telephone. I mean, it doesn't help your career any, but it's fun.
It seemed like you had a lot to get off your chest. What's with all the negativity?
You know what I like about you? You're so insignificant, and then you make comments about people. I have nothing to get off my chest. I had a very nice time in there. It's like talking to someone on the phone about people that had no interest in helping me anyway. So then how can I hurt my career if they weren't going to do anything for me before? Then fuck them now.
So you might as well just say it.
But not just say it. They don't give a shit that I said it anyway. And they're probably not even up this early. I never say things in the middle of the day like this. I don't wait right early.
And
name. I'm the former owner of the big escort agency, New York Confidential. I'm pretty sure I'm here to talk about Eliot Spitzer, what a $5,000 an hour call girl is like, expensive escort agencies, and anything that Howard would like to talk about.
So you're going to give Howard some really good insight into this world, so to speak.
Absolutely. If anyone could give insight into this world, it would probably be me.
All right. Looking forward to it, Jason. Thanks.
This guy called us yesterday. His name is Jason Itzler. I said, hey, bring him in. He was busted by I guess he's still the governor, by Governor Eliot Spitzer for a prostitution ring. Jason Itzler spent 2.5 years in prison for running a call girl ring. Hey, Jason.
So you're saying Spitzer shouldn't go to jail?
Well, he's just here to gloat. He spent 2.5 years.
Look at him, Mr. Pimp Daddy with his fur coat.
Hey, Jason, how you doing?
Pleasure to meet you, Howard.
Nice to meet you. So, Jason, just give us a background. What was the name of your escort service?
It was New York Confidential.
New York Confidential. And how long were you running this thing?
Approximately 2 years.
2 years. How'd you get into that business? You seem like a nice sort of nebbishy guy. I don't understand how you get into something like that. How do you get the girls together? If a guy wants to go into this business?
You don't look like the typical pimp. I don't think you're beating women with your shoe.
No.
How do you get into something like this? Tell me.
I was checking out Craigslist a couple of years ago.
Right.
And you look at the men seeking women, women seeking men, the casual encounters. And I noticed all these girls asking for money. It seemed to be a new trend that it was okay to do the escorting thing.
Right.
And I thought, if there's a new trend, I'm going to jump in early and do very well at it.
How old a guy were you when you were doing this? You seem like a young guy.
I'm 41 now, thanks.
Right. But what were you doing up until then?
I was 34.
Were you doing a regular job?
I went to law school when I was younger, graduated. I'm an attorney. I started a phone sex business in Miami when I started law school.
It's weird. I mean, you were an attorney. I mean, you know the laws and stuff. It's you would think you'd
all of a sudden you thought asking for money for sex was okay?
I thought, you look at the Manhattan phone book and you see 2 inches of escort ads.
And you say, hey, there's a loophole. In other words, don't call it prostitution, call it escorting. And they're really the girls are being paid to escort the guy, not for sex.
Like for the date, not for the sex.
I thought at the time, if technically no one talked about sex and a transaction was done, you're paying for the woman's time and companionship, and everything would be okay.
Were you doing crappy at the law business? I mean, were you just like kind of not
tired of chasing the ambulances?
Yeah, I mean, what kind of law were you doing?
My dad, growing up, was an attorney,
right.
So I never wanted to be an attorney. I didn't know what to do with my life after George Washington University, so I went to law school.
Right. So you're a smart guy.
Thanks. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't get into GW.
Some people would beg to differ because of Rikers Island.
Did you pass the bar?
No, I never took the bar. I started a phone sex company my first semester of law school. My goal was, when I got out of law school and I have to support myself, have a big company. It worked out.
Can you make a lot of money in the phone sex business? That's a tough business, right? Because there's a lot of competition.
Yeah, I did great. I was grossing about $2 million a month, netting like maybe $150,000, $250,000 a month.
Wow.
It was awesome business.
Huge money. Phone sex. Like, did you have any gay sex lines or straight sex lines? Did you have it all?
No, I just specialized in regular vanilla.
Straight sex.
Well, not even sex. Kind of like lonely people and talking.
Wow. And you could you could net $250 a month.
A month.
Some months. Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So why did you want to branch out?
Wait a second. Why? Yeah. But first, why were you so successful at the phone sex business? I mean, what was your specialty there? I mean, why
advertising?
you?
What did you do?
Yeah.
I came up with, I couldn't make money in the phone sex business when I started. Someone gave me $100,000. We became partners. And after 2 months, the phone never rang once. And I was down to the last $20,000. I got frustrated, probably smoked a joint or something, cleared my head, grabbed a magic marker and Penthouse Magazine, Hustler Magazine, all these magazines. I went through it and I circled every ad that maybe I would call because my phone never rang for 2 months.
Right.
So I'm thinking, well, what would get me to pick up the phone?
Right.
And I realized, maybe because I'm Jewish, I don't know, but every ad that said the word free, I circled.
Right.
So if I was led to believe I was getting something for nothing, I would pick up the phone, theoretically.
Right.
I put that into practice, and I grossed $400,000 immediately that month.
Right, because you give a little something for free, get people hooked in, and then they pay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Are you into phone sex? Do you enjoy it yourself?
I never made a phone sex call when I started the business. I was watching these late-night commercials. Remember years ago there were late-night talk line commercials?
Yeah, the party lines.
And they were $4.99 a minute or $5 a minute. And I said to myself, $5 a minute times 60 minutes is $300. What the heck do these girls get paid to do this? I bumped into a girl at a Solid Gold, one of the strip clubs down there. She said she did phone sex part-time. I said, well, what do they pay you? And she said $10 an hour. And I knew I had to get into that business because the difference between $10 and $300, there's little room for error and still make a living.
You're not kidding. And so tell me the truth about phone sex for a second. Isn't it true that when you call a chick on phone sex, sometimes it's a guy?
Well, no. I didn't think you were going to say that. They're almost always fat and ugly.
Right.
Because their fantasy is to be this beautiful girl that they are on the phone.
Right. Hot chicks don't really know how to give good phone sex. Fat chicks do.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, give it to me, and all that kind of stuff.
But they're never dudes.
But they're never dudes?
No. I mean, I can't vouch for the whole country, but mine were never dudes.
You never use dudes?
I don't see any reason to use a guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's enough women who'll do it.
Now, did you do all the auditions for the girls? You'd have to, check them out and see if they could do phone sex, right?
Yeah, what I would do is spin around in my office chair, not look at them, and say, where did you go to high school? What did you study? How old are you? So I could just hear the voice and not be influenced by what they actually look like.
Right. And then that's how it works. So if you're making that much money in phone sex, which is legal, why go to the call
Dark
girl
side.
thing? I guess it just was it greed? I mean, you said I could make more.
Life has its ups and downs. I made a lot of money with the phone sex from the age of 22 to 30. I was factoring my receivables in my business. I would gross a certain amount of money, and a bank would forward me my money quicker, and I paid ridiculous interest. Tried to get rid of this relationship at some point. Got in a fight with a person much wealthier than I, worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and I lost $20 million of net worth at the age of 30.
You lost $20 million. I'm not sure I understand why you lost all this money. I mean, if you're making the money, you put it in the bank.
I think he was living the high life, and he was borrowing against what his future earnings would be.
You were living above your means. Is that fair to say?
Well, I was spending about $150,000 a month on lifestyle throughout my 20s.
What were you spending it on?
It was within my. I had an Aston Martin.
Right.
I had a couple homes. I never let anyone pick up the tab when I took people to dinner.
Right.
It adds up.
You were the man.
I was having a great time. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. So you get into the call girl business, and what was the name of your business again?
New York Confidential.
New York Confidential, and you became like the biggest guy around, right?
Yeah.
So Spitzer, our governor, who now you're smiling now because he put you in prison for 2.5 years. He was the guy, right? It does strike me.
All you had to do was give him a couple of freebies.
Isn't it weird to you that our governor would go after a prostitution ring when he himself is into prostitutes? Like, you think he'd say to himself, look, I'm not going to, I could look into a million things today. I'm not going to look into a prostitution
I don't even think that's
ring.
a crime.
Yeah. I mean, isn't it, what do you make of that the governor went after you?
I mean, I have a good sense of humor, so I think it's funny in a way. I mean, this guy, it was such a ridiculously overzealous prosecutor, and basically, if you watch interviews of him over the years and his wife, he's basically talking about, I live up to a higher standard, so should you. So, I mean, he's a hypocrite. He's a terrible hypocrite.
Yes.
What he did is not terrible. Guys do it all the time. It's no big deal.
Right.
But the fact that he, with that attitude of his, did this is disgusting and bothers people, but it is hysterical. Eventually, people will laugh.
Did you know anything about him using prostitutes? You didn't have. There was nothing in the industry.
Oh, believe me, if he
about
knew,
him?
he would have used it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, how did this guy keep it so quiet?
Yeah, how did the governor think he was going to keep this quiet? And explain to me how these transactions worked. He'd had to pay you guys. He'd have to pay a guy in cash, I guess, right, for his prostitute. Nobody's going to take a check.
Also, have you thought about who would charge the governor of New York? Like, don't you give that guy freebies?
Do you think they knew he was the governor? They probably didn't know.
That's a good point. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't know, this is why the governor probably has to resign. If you had the governor as a client, you would give him freebies
forever,
because then you have him by the balls, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you got him in your back pocket. Did you have high-profile, Johns?
I did, and I thought that nothing bad could happen to me because I was given these freebies left and right. But
did you have like judges, and who'd you have?
No,
like, what kind of clout did they have?
You had any politicians?
A little bit. I really had like wealthy people from across America, and people with like maybe prestigious positions at foundations or this or that on top of being wealthy, self-made people.
Right. A lot of these prostitutes, I'm talking about the high-end prostitutes, the ones that get $1,000 an hour. Is that what you were basically charging, $1,000 an hour?
1 to 2,000 an hour with a 2 or 3 hour minimum.
Right. So these are girls earning big money. A lot of them are famous, aren't they? Some of them have appeared on television. Some of them are high-priced models. Is that true?
I think they'd like you to believe that. Maybe occasionally they're high-priced models. For the most part, no.
No,
but they're just pretty girls.
The only famous ones would be the porn stars,
right?
That used to work for these porn star agencies.
And the chicks are super hot, right?
Oh, I mean, for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 an hour, she better be, or you're not going to come back.
Right. So they're 10s.
And where do you find the girls?
Yeah. How do you get a 10 to come work for you? I mean, how do you spot them? How do you get?
Well, first of all, you don't have a. They don't come after you. Like a 10 doesn't say, I want to be a hooker or an escort or something like that.
Right.
You've got to somehow meet the girl, casually talk to her about it. And, I mean, it doesn't sound so nice, but try it once, see if you like it, you know.
Right. Go on a date with this guy.
Yeah.
See how things go. If you feel like having sex with him, have it with him, and that kind of thing, right?
So, do you send them out with a trusted client, or do you who do you send them with?
The guys that can afford $2,000 an hour with a 2 hour minimum, girls really like guys like this. They're generous. They're movers and shakers.
Right.
Generally, I don't know. All my clients were fairly good looking and cool. Maybe that's one of the attributes that helps you become successful. I don't know.
Right. So they were attracted to the powerful guys.
They all made comments that the guys that they were seeing through New York Confidential were a lot hotter than the guys they were hooking up with on their own.
Right. So you begin to develop a business. How many women did you have working for you?
At the end, when I got in trouble, I think I had about 120.
Wow. And with the 120 women, you're making...
What is the general schedule?
Now you're making a fortune, right? Like, you went from making $250,000, netting $250,000 a month. What were you making at your best year at this?
Well, it wasn't anything like the phone sex money. That was much better.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah. And I didn't have to work. The phone sex business, I signed paychecks for 5 hours a week. I didn't even have to show up.
Wow.
It was like a vending machine.
So this was a worse job?
Well, no, this was fun. This is pretty cool.
Did you bang the girls personally? Did you have sex with a lot of them?
Well, I never asked a single girl at New York Confidential to sleep with me, so I only slept with about half of them.
No kidding.
You know, if you're cool, they eventually they're going to attack you.
No shit.
You know that.
Well, because you're kind of the pimp.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And when a girl is good to you...
What was their schedule like? Because I think women would like to know if this is really a good industry to get into.
Yeah, because Beth told me, boy, I've been doing the wrong industry for a lot of years. When she read $5,000, she goes,
What's
man,
the schedule?
I could have been an earner. I said, well, yeah, I might put you out on the street. So a girl, how many times a day does she bang a guy? Like once, twice, three?
No, these are really nice, classy girls, and I think I treated them beautifully, considering what I was doing for a living. 1 or 2 appointments a day at the most, maybe 2 or 3 days a week working.
Wow.
No kidding.
That's a nice schedule.
Yeah.
What do you think, Robin?
I might go into this.
What could Robin earn? Let's be honest. Can she
Robin?
she got the big titties?
Don't sell them.
I think we could do something on eBay with Robin.
And she's famous.
Pulling millions, maybe do a charity thing. I don't know.
So you get into the business. It's paying well. Why do you think you were targeted? Was it that you were too successful?
I had lawyers that filled me with a false sense of confidence.
Right.
One of them, may he rest in peace, was a dear friend of mine, and really filled me with confidence that I was going to be fine, and I could almost be a flamboyant kind of show-off.
So you went too high profile. Is that what it is?
Way too high profile. I did these titanium business cards that they say ended up on Bloomberg's desk. I don't know if that's true. And I did half-page, really loud ads in the back of New York Magazine.
Waving a flag, come get me.
Yeah. You stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Did anyone warn you and say, listen, I think they're looking at you?
I started shooting a reality show about New York Confidential for VH1. And at that point, I think everyone was like, what the hell is Jason doing?
Right, because didn't you call yourself the king of all pimps?
Yeah, I think I did joking around. I didn't really want to be known as that.
Right. But anyway, so when did you first learn that Governor Spitzer was looking into you? Like, you probably weren't even aware of Eliot.
He was the Attorney General at the time, right?
You probably weren't that aware of Eliot Spitzer, right? Until he started going after you.
Well, how could you not be aware of Eliot Spitzer in New York?
Right.
No, I mean, it came from left field. I didn't know they were investigating me, or I didn't know any of this was going to happen.
What do? They knock on your door one day and say, hey, we're investigating you?
Well, New York Confidential was all wired up with cameras that you could monitor the business from any PC anywhere.
Right.
So they broke in with probably like 30 officers, raided the place. I wasn't there, though. I was somewhere else. one of my employees saw it on TV, called me up and said, "You don't want to go to work today."
When you got word, did you shit your pants?
I mean, it's a couple of years ago now, but yeah, maybe.
And when you get word that, hey, they're, what do? They say, hey, you got to show up because we're going to arrest you?
Well, I was, after they raided my place, my attorneys told me to lay low for a little while, so I hid in a nice suite in the Gansevoort Hotel for about a week.
Okay. And then did you say to yourself, did you have a moment, like an epiphany, and go, you know what, I'm not in this business anymore. God, if you let me out of this, I'm leaving the business. Did you say that? Did you make a vow? Did you pray?
I went to check out of the hotel, and when they were giving me back the credit card, 2 big Irish officers picked me up off the ground and carried me away, and that was the end of my freedom.
That was it?
Yeah.
You never saw the light of day for 2.5 years after that?
Right.
And how long after the 2 Irish officers pick you up do you go to trial and then you are convicted? How long does that take?
Well, I never went to trial. I took a plea bargain eventually.
Oh, you did? Okay.
But it took 2 years to take a plea bargain.
Wow. 2 years you were in jail just to get the plea bargain going. And then those 2 years count as part of your sentence?
They ended up giving me 1.5 years as a punishment.
Yes.
But I didn't really get the paperwork signed until it was 2.5 years into it.
Oh, wow.
So you
got
did
out.
more time than you got sentenced.
I guess they owe me a year.
No shit.
But they don't look at it that way.
You should commit a crime that only has a year.
Right. Yeah, you're owed some time.
Credit.
I want to find out what prison's like for you, because you seem like a kind of mild-mannered dude, and I can't imagine how you survived in there. But the fact of the matter is, you were so successful at pimping out these broads. One of the reasons I heard was because whenever you look at these ads in the paper, Robin, for these escorts, they always have a picture of a beautiful girl.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, that's like a lingerie model or something.
Yeah, that's not a girl working for the agency.
You vowed to your clients that whenever you put an ad in the paper, it was in the actual girls that you might be getting, right?
Absolutely. And also, I was delivering the ultimate girlfriend experience, GFE. You're familiar with that?
No.
Yeah, I told you about that. You can have, like in Vegas, you can get she's like your girlfriend for the weekend.
Yeah, because Artie goes to hookers all the time, and he said that...
In Vegas.
Yes, only in Vegas.
Like that means something.
Yeah.
Of course it does. I mean, I'm not out of control.
But you say...
Spitzer.
What did you pay for the weekend to have a girlfriend? Like, this girl hung out with him the whole weekend.
And acted like a girlfriend.
And she was his girlfriend.
Yeah, we came to dinner, and she spoke when spoken to, like broads used to be. That cost me $3,000.
$3,000.
Yeah.
That's pretty cheap, right? For a whole weekend?
$3,000 for how many hours?
Well, she was with me the whole weekend. She slept in my room, and Friday and Saturday, and I left Sunday.
Was she a quality girl or?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she wasn't a 10, but she was like
Was she a 7?
Yeah,
a hard 7.
like a sexy, something sexy about her. I was attracted to her,
Okay.
But I know what you're saying. She wasn't a 10, no.
Yeah, you're saying a 10 for the weekend.
How much does that cost?
So you were selling the ultimate girlfriend experience, as you call it.
I should tell you what that is.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's kissing, hugging, love, affection. Like the girl is totally acting like she's head over heels with you and you're her boyfriend.
Oh,
And
did you get that, Artie?
Oh, yeah.
It's a much nicer experience than with the girl who says, "Don't kiss me," or gives a guy a stiff arm or whatnot. It's like
Yeah, much
kind of the
nicer.
opposite of that.
Did the women ever sit you down and say, look, just between us, because, and by the way, we're talking to Jason Itzler, and he has a matchmaking website, which I'll talk to him about.
Another kind of...
It's called DNAdiamonds.com. And I'll get to DNAdiamonds.com.
Like Millionaire Matchmaker, not the old stuff.
But Jason, did the girls ever sit down and say, I just did Ultimate Girlfriend. I was with a guy I couldn't stand. I had to kiss him and his breath stunk and he was just fucking gross. How do they get through that? I mean, do you ever coach them and say, listen, this is how you do it?
Think of the money.
I told them, I said, if you show up and the guy's really fat or smells or he's weird, come up with a lame excuse and I'll back you up and get the hell out of there. Don't take his money.
Okay.
And if you're in the middle of it and something happens, like you're just grossed out once again or whatever you just said,
right,
give them the damn money back and get the hell out of there.
Right.
No girl ever denied a client the whole time, and no girl ever walked out. When it's like $2,000 an hour, 2-hour minimum, and if you keep the guy each hour, it's ticking at $2,000.
Right.
I don't know. The girls really, I guess the money really gets them hyped up.
None of them ever came to you crying and saying, "Oh my God,
I can't do this.
I can't do this. I can't fuck these guys anymore."
Thank God, no. And thank God no one's parents ever came to me and said, "My daughter works for you. How do you feel about yourself?" I never had to face that.
Now, did you ever have to deal with mafiosa types, like where they came, like you started to get very, very successful with this? Did anybody in the mob ever come to you and say, "Listen, pal, you're pimping. This is used to be our thing"?
Yeah, One day I got a scary phone call from a guy from the Cavalcanti crime family out of New Jersey.
Whatever that is.
That's who the Sopranos are based on.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way.
Yeah, based on the Sopranos.
That's my neighborhood.
Other Italians that I was just friends with growing up and stuff, talked to them, and everyone left me alone. Maybe I got lucky. I don't know.
I see. So you were sort of blessed in that sense that no one really hassled you.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in like Fort Lee, Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey, and
so you knew some people.
Yeah, I think it neutralized. And
I see. And you would say to the girls as they would go out there, your mantra, so to speak. You'd say, "Girls, here's your mantra. You're seeing this guy for the ultimate girlfriend experience. Pretend you're a girl, you haven't seen your boyfriend in 15 months, and you're in love with him. And just repeat that to yourself over and over and over again." Is that right?
You and I should have done New York Confidential together. We would have done great.
It's sort of like an acting assignment.
I'd be some pimp. So was that the mantra? Is that how you worked it?
I think it was a little smoother. It was, this is my boyfriend of 2 years, and I haven't seen him in 3 months. This is my boyfriend of 2 years, and I haven't seen him in 3 months. The focus was, though, this guy's paying silly, crazy money for you. Give him the best sexual experience of his life.
Are you married now?
I'm not.
Have you ever been?
I've been married 1.5 times. I've been engaged like 9 times.
1.5 times you've been married?
Like an annulment.
Oh, I see.
And why did somebody annul you?
Catch like you. Jail tough?
Jail's really tough because it's incredibly boring, and some people would rather be dead than bored, and the food is atrocious. It's certainly an intentional punishment that they do to people, the food.
Right.
It's so bad.
Did you spend time in a county jail or did you go to a prison?
You were in Rikers, right?
Yeah, Rikers, which is really bad and disgusting. I don't know if you guys know or not, but jail is so much worse than prison. Prison is much nicer and
so
more...
that's the upgrade, going to prison.
Yeah, but you're in prison for years, though. So
were you in prison with like other sort of like blue collar type, what do they call, white collar type crime, or were you with hardcore prisoners?
I was the only Jewish attorney on Rikers Island.
Yeah.
I was one of like 8 Jewish people and one of like 37 white guys.
Did you ever get
it's
raped?
All Crips and Bloods and Latin Kings.
And no one beat you up the whole time there?
They loved the reason I was in there, thank God.
I
they used to grab me all the time and be like, you know what we'd do to you if you weren't the king of all pimps? You know how we'd take your stuff and beat you up?
Oh, really? So nobody raped you, nobody beat you up, nobody fleeced you for money, nobody shook you down?
No, nothing at all. I was lucky. It is a little rough there.
Oh, I bet it is. I am sure I couldn't survive a day in there. That's pretty amazing. So when you were being the king of all pimps, you fell in love with one of the escorts, right? You fell in love with the top earner, Natalia.
Yeah.
Natalia. Okay, you fell in love with her. How'd you let that happen?
It wasn't like a typical romance. It was kind of like we were great friends, and a lot of the clients back then used to want the owner of the escort agency's girlfriend.
Right.
So it wasn't even like the most real relationship.
Right.
She was working all the time.
Once you get busted, do these girls all go away? Did any of them stay in touch?
Did you hear from Natalia?
Yeah, I mean, Natalia's very sweet and kept in touch.
She did.
A lot of the girls sent me letters at the beginning, and then, as the years tick away.
Did any of them go to jail, or was it just you?
Just me. The captain went down with the ship.
Captain went down with the ship. You didn't give up any of the girls.
Now, were these girls, like, some of them had regular jobs that they went to when they weren't escorting? Like, or were they moms? Were there, like, women really leading double lives?
A typical girl would be like a Columbia graduate student, and she chooses, New York Confidential to make her extra money.
So when Spitzer takes you down, does he show up in court to take you down, or does he show up at any of the meetings where you have a plea? He's not court, but plea bargaining type sessions, or he has someone else do that?
No, other people were doing it.
Right, so you never heard directly from him.
No.
But he was the guy who...
he was in charge.
He was in charge of getting rid of prostitution, and you were chosen. Were you the only guy brought down in that whole investigation, or were there other people as well?
I think they took down about 7 people within 3 months, 7 big agencies within 3 months of me going down. I think I was the only one that really played with it and had fun and
went to jail.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but I played with the fact that I went to jail and got a little well known.
I see. So what was the game plan? I mean, when you heard the news, where were you when you heard the news? I don't know what that noise is.
No, what
Do you?
is that?
I don't either. When you heard the news that the governor had been basically popped for prostitution, What went through your mind? I mean, what was your reaction, and where were you?
I was a little bit shocked, but at the same time, no one knows better than me that the most powerful, wealthiest people in the world in America, they're horny people, and they like getting their hands on an exceptionally hot young girl and having fun, and no one knows about it. It's
Were you surprised that the governor, I read in the paper today that he perhaps wanted unsafe sex? He wanted blowjobs without a condom. Did a lot of the Johns want blowjobs without a condom?
Definitely, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's not a...
But you didn't
unusual.
provide that.
No, nor would the girls really usually give that.
Right.
If someone knew it's the governor, I would think some girls might make an exception.
For the governor, you do that. I mean, come on. I mean,
It's the governor?
Well, he's got a lot of pressure.
Or if, someone could tip quite a bit of money.
Right.
You can actually pay people to doff that condom.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that every single guy paying this kind of money tries to do it without a condom, the regular sex.
They say the governor could be in real big trouble because the transaction occurred, it was a girl in New York being transported to Washington, D.C.
For sex.
Is that a big problem? I mean, you don't do that in the prostitution business?
I think, if they want to really build a big case against him, just soliciting a prostitute's not so big. But once they start laying on money laundering,
I'm wondering if that's the
traveling between
headphones.
States.
I'm sorry, there's a weird noise. Does everyone hear that?
Hey, they told me that a lot of times that's when a cell phone rings. Jesse, do you have a cell phone in your pocket by any chance that's ringing?
I have the volume up, but I have an iPhone.
Let's see. Turn down your iPhone. Maybe that's it. That took care of it, I think.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. The hell knows.
Turn that thing off.
I'm definitely going to turn it
We're
off.
the only radio show that can't have a phone near our equipment.
Yeah, don't bring any new technology in here.
Yeah, maybe you want to tell the guests ahead of time. Let's see. Is that off now?
Yeah.
Turn it off. There you go.
We don't know that that's it, Howard. We're just taking a guess.
Yeah, we're taking a guess.
People have been in with phones before, but maybe his is a weird frequency.
I don't know. What's the frequency, Kenneth? All right, so you, I forget where I was.
Now, he said something that's interesting. I find, with these broads in Vegas, everything's a negotiation. You get the idea that if you want to do something without a condom, if you want to do this, that, the other thing.
You bring it up and see what it costs.
I mean, they'll say, well, what are you going to do for me? It's sort of an unwritten rule. I mean, I don't know how much they tell the pimp what happens, but that's what I found.
Is it appropriate to tip the girl afterwards? They say the governor gave her $4,300, a $300 tip. Artie said you don't have to tip a hooker. Should one tip a hooker?
What is the decorum? Yeah.
Certainly anyone paying that kind of money for a service that's fairly simple shouldn't have to pay any additional money.
Right.
But some guys feel like an idiot if they don't tip. So I would say 30 or 40% of people tip at that price level.
And how much are the girls getting of that $1,000 an hour?
They get 50%, half.
Okay.
I mean, isn't it amazing to you? How could somebody like the governor of New York State think that he's going to get away with this? I mean, it's almost insane, right?
And
it's
now
almost a
they're
death
saying
wish.
That they're going to start grilling his Secret Service people or his state troopers to see what they knew and when they knew. I mean, this is going to be ugly.
Seems like a death wish in a way, right?
It's self-destructive behavior, right?
Right. Absolutely. How often does a
Jason
client...
is certainly aware of that.
Yeah. How often does a client fall in love with one
Touché.
How often does a client fall in love? I'm talking about the Pretty Woman story where he actually takes the woman out of prostitution and marries her or,
Right, that's interesting. It doesn't happen that often.
Right.
But it happens with the type of girl that you're like, oh, my God, is she awesome? Anyone would want, to marry this girl.
Right.
When you get your hands on a girl like that, people are trying to marry that girl.
Has that happened in your business? Guys took them out of
and
the business?
And they married a
that was
prostitute.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think if you're doing a very good job, you should be losing girls every now and then to people falling in love.
It's almost like a matchmaking service.
But now you look at them and you realize that your prostitute is like, a major socialite.
Should a guy, have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen a woman rise up in social circles because she was a prostitute and she married the guy who was very wealthy, billionaire, and he made her into a society woman?
I mean, I think we suspect that happens all the time, but I think they're pretty good and they keep it on the down low. So I haven't really heard that confirmed.
I actually think I know of someone who was a former prostitute and married a billionaire and became a very, very sophisticated lady of society.
Wow.
I actually think I know of one, but
these girls
it's
are
not
learning.
Robin. Please, stop with the jokes.
I'm not married to a billionaire.
Oh, you're not? Okay. So what a fascinating life story. I imagine now, in light of the governor, you are a in-demand kind of guest. Have you been interviewed by anybody? Are you ready to spill your guts with any new details and this kind of thing? What's going on in your life?
I like to think I'm a nice person, so if I do know of any old clients, I would never say their names.
I see. You're pretty good about that. You protect them. Do you have any muscle at all when you were in this business? Did you have to have guys who would maybe have to beat up John or something because they got rough with the girls? Nothing like that. Everyone
and in
behaved.
fact, at the high price level, you don't need someone to drive them or escort them.
Right.
It's those girls that are like $100 that you open your door, they're a train wreck, you close the door, and some big guy comes and says, you owe me the $60 ride fee or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a bachelor party chick.
Artie, when you get these high-priced chicks in Vegas, they don't have any sort of guy waiting outside.
They don't come with
the
a
door.
guy.
I've never seen one, no.
Yeah, all right. And why did you try to commit suicide when you were in prison? Did you see no hope? Why? What
remember,
was
I told you earlier that I lost $20 million one day?
Yes.
It took a long time to make that $20 million. I didn't just lose $20 million. I was worth like -4 or -5 for a while.
Right. And when you're used to having that much money, all of a sudden it's very, very difficult.
Really hard. And my mom had passed away a year earlier, and I thought...
Did she know what you were up to?
Yeah, she saw me making millions with the phone sex company. It wasn't like sex or anything. It was 900 lines, talk lines, audio text.
Right.
Romance lines, single lines, some sex lines.
It's funny,
I think she was proud of me.
Guy who made $20 million, you say to yourself, you know what? Keep my nose clean, live within my means, and I'll be set for life.
And you said the phone sex business was a lot easier.
Yeah.
And legal.
I don't know why I didn't just go back into the phone sex business. I kind of felt like I conquered that. Now I'm going to do something new.
Yeah.
You need action, right?
Yeah, probably a little bit.
No, what do you do now?
Well, my new business is DNA Diamonds.
DNAdiamonds.com. What is that?
It's going to be the ultimate matchmaking company in America for wealthy guys, of course, who are good-looking and cool and fun and have a great vibe and beautiful
guys like
women.
me, you mean?
Actually, yeah.
Could you be his first client?
He said great vibe.
Oh, great vibe. I don't have the great vibe, but I don't have the looks.
I want to be...
Other than that, I'm the perfect man.
I want to be the matchmaker for guys that would never think of going to a matchmaking service. They're too cool. They have their shit too together.
Right.
But in reality, if I do a good enough job with the girls, I could save them a lot of time and efficiency. And
so what you're saying is, with your connections, you know super, super hot girls, not hookers, but super hot girls.
Right.
And you'll say to a wealthy guy, look, I'll get you super hot girls. They're interested in
I'll
wealthy guys.
save you time.
And
You
I'll
don't
save
have
you
to go
money.
on the prowl.
I'll pre-interview them.
Right.
I'll find out by your criteria exactly who could be a perfect fit. You know I'm Jason Itzler, so you know she's going to be drop-dead gorgeous.
Can the guy be a little overweight? Let's say he weighs, I'm going to make up a number, 295. Let's say he's a little bit overweight. Is that okay?
How wealthy is he?
He's worth, let's put it this way, he can do a stand-up gig and get $75,000 a night. So you know he's got some dough. He's probably worth.
Sounds like a winner to me.
Sounds like a winner.
Yeah.
All right, we can get.
No, wait. First of all, you got to tell me in the commercial who you're talking about.
I will.
No, honestly, what are you? Let's get. That sounds like an interesting business to me.
I mean, we think we have a customer for you.
Like what do you say?
What does he have to pay?
You need to go out.
It would be.
What would I need to be worth?
What would he need to be
Let's
worth?
talk.
Take a look at him. Stand up and let him look you over.
Give me a number. Give me a net worth that I would.
Jason, look him over.
He's cool. Look at how cool he is.
He's cool. All right, he's put on a few pounds.
A lot of invitations to great openings.
Damn. Yeah, I mean the dude.
No, you know what? He's a little overweight. He's got great personality. He's cool, nice looking. It would be fine. I just don't want someone that's like a train wreck that I get terrible word of mouth from the girls of what the heck is
Benji,
what
stand
am I
up.
doing?
Let him look at you.
Benji has the money.
I just wanted him to see a train wreck.
Jason giving you the card.
Look at that.
You're back in business, Jason.
A vintage New York.
Oh, it is. This is the
card
ones that
from-
might have ended up on Bloomberg.
Oh,
Back in
that's
the
the
day.
titanium.
Yeah.
So this new business sounds interesting.
I think it'll be really fun. Like, hopefully, I'm the guy that's going to put together these superstars into amazing couples and make people ridiculously happy. I'm like a happiness junkie. I'm always in these happy, fun businesses.
You're Mr. Party.
All right.
I like to have, he likes to have a good time. I like to have a good time. A lot of
He
people
doesn't have
like to have a good time.
I don't like to have a
He
good
does
time.
not like good
So,
No.
when you heard the governor was going away, the man who put you in jail for being a pimp, you were happy, right?
You want to know the first thing I felt?
What?
I kind of almost liked him a little bit for the first time because it made him human. He was such a monster before, and now he's just like all of us.
Did you think at the time that he should have let you off the hook a little bit? I mean, like lightened up, like, oh, come on, I know I'm a pimp, but everybody uses hookers and all that kind of stuff. It should be
when
legal
I
anyway.
found out I was facing years for what I did, I was shocked. I had no idea.
Wow.
I thought slap on the wrist or something. You know?
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
bench warrant or something.
all right, well, there he is. His name is Jason Itzler. Jason was king of the pimps. The guy had the #1 escort service, the hottest chicks, high end. And our governor, when he was attorney general, took him down, and now he's here to go, hey, look at me. I'm out of jail, and maybe you're facing some time. You can check out Jason Itzler's matchmaking website at dnadiamonds.com.
You know, this may be another business that the governor needs from you.
Yeah, I know, it's true.
After Stilda gets finished with him.
You think the governor will
Is
go
it
to jail?
just me, or she's kind of cute, his wife?
I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, absolutely. Nice-looking girl.
Yeah.
So, by the way, how much do you charge guys on DNA Diamonds to match them
Well,
up?
admittedly, because I'm new at it, I'm charging the bottom of the structure, which is $10,000, unlimited dating for a year. It's my responsibility to get you in an amazing relationship.
Artie.
Wow.
So wait, you get $10,000, and then for a full year you start looking for dates for me, that type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I've done my research on my competitors. It should take 3 or 4 dates before the typical person is happy and in a relationship. So it's not like it sounds.
But you'll have 3 hot dates before that.
or 20, whatever it takes till you're happy.
Wow.
Wow, and $10,000 covers a year.
Hey, you know, you got me thinking, could Eliot Spitzer's wife be a successful escort, or is she too old?
Oh, my God. She would kick some butt. She was
wouldn't that
great right now.
be
Especially at the moment right now, I think she'd be a very, very
Everybody's
hot.
calling for his wife,
Can you
right?
imagine if she became what if we found out she was an escort? That would be even better.
Or if she becomes an
It would
escort
be,
after this. That would be great.
You know, there's certain actresses that you hear, and obviously I'm not going to say any names, but there's certain actresses that you hear, like, more than a few times that they were complete, total whores before they... And I'm talking about big stars.
I know who you're talking about.
I mean, there's a few of them, you know.
Right.
And, I mean, I guess it's true, you know. I don't know.
Well, that happens very often. All right, listen, Jason Itzler, thank you for coming in, telling us about your new business, DNA Diamonds. Right, Robin? Fascinating. And a little look into the world of the king of the escorts.
Well, yeah, this was the kind of guy that the governor would have been calling.
I like this guy because I can relate to the fact that he's making all that money with phone sex, and it's like he's dying to have just fun. You know? Like this was more fun.
Do you miss the escort business?
It was ridiculously fun. I do.
No moral problems with it, sending the girls out, and you've worked that all out in your mind?
I mean, if someone says to me, would you let your daughter do it? I'd be like, no, you know, but I don't think about that. So it was the most fun I've ever had in my life. It was incredible.
And your dad was okay with your business plans?
My dad passed away while I was on Rikers Island, unfortunately, but he did see me do New York Confidential, and I really did it in such a classy, elegant way. I think that he actually was proud of me.
Was he a customer?
No, of course not.
All right. Not only is he my dad, but he's a customer.
Yeah.
All right.
That would have been a great commercial.
That sure would. Are you kidding?
Jason.
Yes.
You weren't kidding when you said you had some serious insight into the business. I mean,
Oh, is that right?
that was some crazy stuff.
Howard is what a nice guy he is. I thought he was going to be a little rough on me. He was awesome.
No, he was very interested in what you had to say, definitely. Now that you've done some time, but now you've come out, you've done Howard now, and you've also got your own reality show. You're starting your new business. Do you regret ever getting into this in the first place?
Getting into New York Confidential, and
Right, because you did time.
I regret that I had to do 2.5 years on Rikers Island, like morally or whatever. I don't think I did anything that wrong.
Right.
I broke the law technically, but I didn't hurt anyone, or I'm okay with it. I can live with myself.
But the fact that you've gotten to where you are now, you're sort of back on your feet, but you had to go through all that. Would you, you mentioned you were a lawyer before that. Would you, get into the escort business again?
It's a question I couldn't honestly answer. I don't know, but I don't mind my position in life right now. I think DNA Diamonds, my new company, will do great, and I'm really excited and looking forward to kicking some butt.
Yeah, and getting Artie involved.
Absolutely.
Is he going to be the guy who just sets it off and gets it going?
Probably. I'll send people out on free dates or whatnot, and everyone will be happy.
All right, but you mentioned he can be part of your clientele. He's not too portly or too.
He is pretty portly, but he has other attributes that in aggregate make him an okay guy for the new New York Confidential, DNA Diamonds, whatever I'm going to call it.
Right. You mentioned that he's cool and he's got a good personality. And
yeah, absolutely. I'm sure you guys think so too.
Absolutely. All right, man. Well, good luck to you.
This is a Howard TV original production.
Aloha! Here's what you have to look forward to
on this episode of The Bonus Show.
The only thing sweet about Ronnie is his tooth.
Get the hell out of here!
Will gets bamboozled.
I don't like the bullshit when people try and pull fast ones.
Gary transforms into his alter ego, Techno Beaver.
And Fred reveals his inner canine.
I kind of look at myself sometimes as like a Rottweiler.
Aloha, Stern fans, and welcome to The Bonus Show, a weekly update of all the great behind-the-scenes moments you can't see anywhere else. I'm John Hine.
And I'm Rachel Fine, coming to you with a very special edition of The Bonus Show from Hawaii. Wow, that is a pretty strong breeze coming off the ocean today.
Rachel, you know what? You look really tan. Have you been laying out on the beach?
Thank you for noticing, John. Yes, I have. You look... We're shooting the show from the remote island of Kauai in Hawaii, one of the most amazing locations in the world.
I don't know. I've been to parts of the Jersey Shore that were just as nice, and there were rides. Here's a pissed off Ronnie Mund.
The bag, bitch. Get the hell out of here.
What's in the bag?
Stupid ass.
What are you doing, Rod? What are you taking?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What is that? Don't touch the camera. Don't touch the camera.
Security.
Taking cookies home?
Yeah.
Black and whites?
Yeah, right.
Or rainbow?
Yeah. Fuck the cookies.
Or the crawlers?
Fuck everything in here, okay?
What'd you grab? What'd you take, dude?
Don't worry about what I grabbed.
Arugula?
Don't worry about what I grabbed, okay? I don't tell you what to grab.
No, you don't have to.
All right?
It's in that bag right there. What is that?
Get out of here!
Rachel, would you like to go snorkeling over there?
Snorkeling, yes. With you, no.
Come on, why not? Seriously.
Okay. One of Will Murray's biggest pet peeves, and he has many, is when he books people on the show under false pretenses. In this case, a listener named Neil was booked to play Stump the Buoy, and part of the deal was his hot girlfriend would strip naked if he lost. The day of the appearance, Neil showed up with a different girl who'd already gotten naked on the show before, and Will did not take kindly to this. Check it out.
It's not the same girl in the pictures. And this girl that's here has already gotten naked for other games.
Winfred's money.
But it's not the same girl that he sent me pictures of. It's not the same girl that he sent me pictures of.
Does she have people hook up with her? Does she like advertise like I'll get naked for you on the Howard Stern show?
So
why do you throw them out?
Yeah. Well, we have to get the money away. If anything, we should. We have to do the promotion. If anything, we should do it on the air. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, but once they get in here, we're gonna want to do it because. Is the girl hot at least?
No.
The girl that
You've been on the show a few times before, right?
I was here before.
Yeah.
For what?
You stumped the buoy.
I was up here.
It was Winfred's money.
Yeah, she was up here for the contest before too.
Oh, for the camera?
Yeah.
So you've already done this before?
No,
Yeah.
she did.
That's what she just said.
She's been on the show before. Winfred's money.
She did Fred's money.
Yeah, same.
What's up?
Yeah, I just heard how we're talking about it. When I called last week, that's where I left a message. The girl that I had a back, she's my backup. My girl backed out.
You didn't tell me.
I left a message when I called last week with the guys.
You didn't tell me.
No, hold on. First of all,
You could have told me that yesterday too when we talked.
She was on.
You can explain it to Howard. You can explain it to Howard. Neil, you can explain it to Howard. I don't like the bullshit when people try and pull fast ones.
Dude,
it's a fast one. It's clearly a fast one.
Dude.
You could have told me 7 times about this. So you can talk to Howard and see how it works out. Oh shit! That bitch left her guitar here. This fucking thing. You think you're a good musician? You fucking cunt!
As we all know, Howard's a really funny guy, but he does get some help when it comes to dreaming up the comedy bits on the show. We thought it would be cool to take you inside our weekly creative meeting so you can see the Stern Show geniuses coming up with brilliant material.
Anything else, Jason?
Nope.
All right, you?
First off, Jason's head has some of the worst whitehead zits.
Again?
I've been staring at the whole meeting.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Whitehead. They're so broken out. He popped one of them. Look, it's bleeding. That's grody. You gotta start wearing.
Don't touch me. You're disgusting.
Start wearing a yarmulke.
When's the last time you showered?
This morning, believe it or
You to
not.
pop it for you.
Should I pop it, Jason?
No.
Do you want me to pop it?
Go to the archive footage. Enough.
Dan can pop it then.
Don't want Dan anywhere near me.
Does Clearasil make a shampoo?
Yeah, smells great. You should try it.
Okay. It gives me great pleasure to present to you all once again Mr. Gary Delabate as Techno Beaver.
Oh, Techno Beaver, oh yeah, Techno Beaver, oh, Techno Beaver, oh yeah, Techno Beaver, Techno Beaver.
Thanks, John and Rachel. Here's an item that I want to show everybody this week. It's called the Power Mat. Now, if you're like me, you have a lot of electronic devices, and they all need to be charged. Cell phones, iPods, Blackberries, iPhones, all that stuff, and the chargers are all over the place. This allows you to charge everything on one unit. It's called the Power Mat, and the way it works is you plug in the base unit here, and on this piece right here, this is my Blackberry, and if you can see on the back, there's a special door that goes on the battery that's got the Power Mat sort of charging thing on it. What I do is I take it, and I put it on the pad, and you can hear it make a sound. Take it off, put it on. Take it off, put it on. When it's on, the white light lights up in the front, and I know that it's charging. It also works for, say, my iPod. You can take my iPod or iPhone and put that, and then you just drop it right down there. And then for things that it doesn't have a battery door for, I wish I could show you better. My paws keep getting in the way. That's my cell phone. So this is an actual sort of charging unit right here. Plugs right in there. They've got all sorts of adapters. Put it right down. So right now, I am charging all of my stuff. I'm charging my my iPod, my Blackberry, and also, if I want to travel, they've got this great travel piece right here. Same thing, except you take it out, folds up, but it's just like the same base unit. You can take it on the road with you, charge all your stuff very easily. And the rumor has it that coming in their next generation this spring, this right here will be a regular door, and the technology that charges it will be built into the battery itself. All in all, I find this very easy to use, and I highly recommend it. Back to you guys.
Oh, Techno Beaver, oh yeah, Techno Beaver, oh, Techno Beaver, oh yeah, Techno Beaver, Techno Beaver.
That is one smart beaver. What is that unbelievable glare?
It's a pasty Pete.
Pete, what the hell are you doing in Hawaii?
I don't know. What the fuck? I make good money as an intern here. John?
Okay, why don't you just toss to the next clip and then go over there and fan Rachel?
Here's a clip with Beetlejuice and Sal. What the fuck? I don't know.
All right, so you want to play the game real fast?
I don't know what you're talking about,
Okay,
man.
it's the opposite game. Like, for example...
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to explain it.
Well, you can explain it, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, the opposite of black is white. It's the opposite. The opposite of...
Well, that was opposite something black. Hey, that's you.
Right.
I ain't got nothing against fucking white people, all black people. The fuck I want to know about that shit for?
Okay.
That's fucking racist. Who wants to fucking know that shit?
You know, you got a good game. Let's play, you know what? Let's play the racist game. I'll give you a nationality, and you give me the racist term. Like, what do you call a Jew? What's the racist word for a Jew?
Well, everybody is a fucking Jew, you fuck.
Back off a bit, Pete. Let's visit John Hine and the guys in the studio for the wrap-up show. This first clip features Sal making light of Robin's very prestigious charity award.
The closest I've been to Guatemala is probably the South Bronx. That's as close as I get to those people. I mean, you know, people, not those people. The Guatemalan people.
Right, those people.
And, you know, but it's nice that Robin went out there to help. And she deserves the Real Deal Award that she's getting very soon.
What does that mean when you say Real Deal Award?
That's what they call it. It's called the Real Deal.
Oh, that's the name of the award she won?
Yeah. That's what I believe what Steve Langford said. She's getting the Real Deal Award.
You seem skeptical about this award, Sal.
Do you?
Hey, look, she's been doing this for a long time, man.
God
helping
bless
out
her.
women and girls and...
Yeah, sure.
Wait, what you're skeptical that she's...
I mean, why accept an award? I mean, it's just like, come on. If you want to help somebody,
yeah, but
just do it.
it's helping this organization.
I think that's great. I have nothing against it. I don't know, it's good. Everything, anytime you help somebody, it's good. I think she deserves the Real Deal Award.
Robin, do you even care what Sal thinks?
I heard what Sal said, and I just want you to know that Sal's opinion of anything means nothing to me.
JD doesn't have a lot of pickup moves when it comes to the ladies. Here he is trying to make a point about his approach and then getting irritated and dropping the F everybody bomb.
I can make a first move.
Okay. What's your move?
I don't know. John, I'm not getting, that's very personal. So
That he's offended by. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, give us those lines.
No, I don't know. Because they all sound dumb and whatever.
Oh, tell us, please.
No, F you, Robin.
Well, you made a statement today on the show.
Want to come back to my place and watch the criteria collection? That could be a move, Gary. Out of context, it's very creepy, but in context, it could be a move.
Today on the show, you made the statement that anything you feel that anything.
Everyone, listen, I'm not fucking delusional thinking, I could, or I'm not delusional thinking like, I don't know, fuck, never mind.
No, that's all right.
I hate not being able to make a point.
We love it.
I know you do.
And wrapping up the wrap-up show this week, we have Mr. Fred Norris explaining his zero-tolerance policy when it comes to protecting himself from verbal assailants.
Kind of look at myself sometimes as like a Rottweiler, I didn't put myself there, it just kind of happens. And it's like, people will stick their hand in the Rottweiler's mouth, and sometimes the Rottweiler bites a little too hard.
But Fred is not a malicious person, but he can be biting.
Oh, I've heard Fred, like somebody goes after Fred, makes the mistake of going after Fred on the show. There's no build-up. The first sentence, it cuts you in half. I mean,
there was a time with you and Robin. I forget. It was when we were back but you went like you skipped A, B, C, and D. It was so you went right for the jugular.
She's probably one of the few people who has the uncanny ability to get under my skin in a very rapid way, and I think it's because we have like this love relationship, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, hey, come here, There you go.
I remember that. It's like, she goes, nice T-shirt, Fred, or something like that. Like, shut up, fat ass.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Well, that's the show. For Medicated Pete, John Hine, and myself, thanks for watching. Pete, you want to take us out Hawaiian style?
Sure.